Now, this is rather funny. We're going to talk about Rick Ross. Why are we going to talk about Rick Ross? Because he's saying about what he's saying about Tesla. Rick Ross says he would never ride in a Tesla because he fears a self-driving car could take him to the authorities against his will. And if you haven't paid attention, Tesla self-driving cars crash all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. He was doing his laundry while he was bathing. That's all it was. You know, like I said, he's an ethical criminal. You can't even be mad. He got out of there peacefully. But yes, if you paid attention, Tesla's self-driving cars often crash, even though I don't know how many years ago it was that Elon said like self-driving cars will be able to go from California to New York with no driver, just completely self-driven. Not only that, but you'd be able to make about $30,000 a year with like, you know, on DoorDash and Uber Eats and stuff like that with a self-driving Tesla. You could just tell it what to do while you're staying home. But, you know, of course, that's not true. And, you know, thus is the trials of Elon, as I call them, you know, the never ending trials of Elon. And we ain't done talking about Elon because apparently Elon is going to save us from nuclear war, which is absolutely hilarious. He's been up thinking so late and so hard about what we're going to do because nobody else can solve this problem but Elon Musk. Rick Ross said he's never ridden in a Tesla before. In an Instagram story shared Tuesday, Ross said he was afraid the cars could be remotely controlled. He also believed that the cars would be able to repossess themselves in the future. Rapper Rick Ross says he's steering clear of Teslas, fearing the semi-autonomous cars could take him places he does not want to go. I'm not going to say I won't have a smart car, but I've never ridden in a Tesla, never. And the reason being I've always had it. Hold on.
I'm not going to say I won't have a smart car, but I've never ridden in a Tesla. Never. And the reason being I've always had it in the back of my mind, the government could tap into the brain of the car.
That's what he said in Instagram on Tuesday. Ross, speaking to someone off camera, narrated an imagined scenario of an agent controlling a Tesla to bring him in for questioning.
Where's Rick? He's over there. Nah, bring him over for questioning,
Rick Ross said, pretending to be the agent. Ross continued his dramatization.
Where I'm going, it's leaving Wingstop. You pull up to the building and the agent walk out. Hey, Rick.
Ross later said he believed Teslas would be able to repossess themselves should their owners miss payments on the vehicles. Consequence of sound reported. Although no evidence exists that police and other government officials have even considered remote control of Teslas, hackers have found secret flaws within the vehicles over the years. All right. And goes on and on to just basically talk about how Tesla, you know, self-driving cars will crash themselves. I mean, because the bottom line is that the technology just isn't there yet. And that's okay. But the problem is when you're like, oh, it's totally fine. This will do this and that. And then it doesn't, of course. So that is Rick Ross saying he will not drive a Tesla and why he will not drive a Tesla. And, you know, I can't really blame him. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we ain't done talking about Elon Musk because, you know, the genius is going to save us. What up, Jazzy? What up, Jazzy? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for being here. Elon Musk says nuclear war probability is rising rapidly. I've been up all night. Have been up all night to think of any possible way to de-escalate this war. Oh, yes, Elon. I've been up all night thinking about this. First of all, no, the fuck you haven't. You've been up all night thinking how the fuck you're going to get out of this $44 billion Twitter deal that you're stuck in. That's what you've been up all night thinking about. You've been up all night thinking about how Tesla lost over $500 billion in market cap last year. You're up thinking about how you lost $200 billion in net worth. You're up thinking about how basically everyone's on to your myth, the mythology of Elon Musk. Elon Musk is just a mascot for these companies. You know, people are on to the fact that the Boring Company literally did nothing. It just created an underground tunnel for people with Teslas to drive from point A to point B. Didn't speed up traffic at all. Didn't do anything at all. You're up thinking about the fact that, you've lied about investments being secured and how What else? You know, but all the technologies that you said that was going to come out in 6 months and 12 months never happened. That's what you're up thinking about. How can, you know, that man is apparently gonna help us to de-escalate from war. No one else can help it. No one else can do it. I don't even, honestly, I don't even really care what this dude really got to say outside of just laughing at it. Because it's like, okay, well, what are your suggestions? Oh, well, he doesn't have any, of course, because he's just talking out of his booty because Elon Musk is a clown. But yes,